Hickok 45. Yes, to good old Steve Lee. Hickok 45, your internet shooting companion, coming to you from the hills of Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, the beautiful hills. Yes, the home of Dolly Parton. Gosh, who else? Charlie Daniels. Who else was I going to mention today? Morgan Freeman, Alvin York, you name it, everybody. So good to have you here for another Sunday, another day that's not too horribly cold. Really been fortunate, as I said last week. Really for about 3 weeks now, there's been one day or maybe two of the week, somewhere in it, the end of the week, early in the week, where the weather was good and is pretty good. And then it just turns to crap the rest of the week. So I might be here on a Monday or a Friday or a Saturday or a Wednesday, you don't know. I just checked the weather forecast and I said, whoa, oh, there's a day. I do like to come outside. I can do it in the shed. I'll do one in the shed just for, I don't know, for something different, just kind of neat. I had to set up a lot of lighting and stuff in there. Whereas nature provides that out here, sometimes too much, right? So anyway, here we are. And I'm shooting, I'm sorry, I apologize. It's kind of a small caliber, little pistol day. You saw the picture that I posted maybe on Instagram. Try to post on Instagram a picture of the table, like the day before or whatever, Saturday, and of what is coming out on Sunday. Don't always remember to do it, but so I got some little, but again, I typically, when I'm just in the mood to shoot something, as I've told you, it's often a revolver, a lever gun, some old single shot, some cool gun. Could be a full auto, could be anything, but it's typically not, oh man, I can't wait to get my P365 SIG out and shoot today. I like the little gun and a lot of little guns I have, but it's just, I don't know. I shoot them off and on anyway, so. I don't know. But anyway, I have some guns. The reason I have these is just, I just picked up one of them. I have 3 guns out here. I've shot, well, 1 or 2 of them before. They're not brand new guns or types of guns. They're the Shield EZ. And I just picked up, really, I've had it for about an hour and a half. The CSX, okay, have not fired it yet. So again, here's another first, fire the first shots on camera. Right, and took it out of the box on the way home from the gun shop up in Clarksville, and I tell you, I put it in my hand. Good. I don't get that warm and fuzzy feeling for many little guns. It's one of the things that was so attractive about the P365 for such a little gun. It fits remarkably well for such a small gun. And others, the Hellcat's kind of that way, and I said, well, even some of the Tauruses are that way. So they've really, the industry's come a long way with ergonomics, especially if they make a little gun that feels pretty good in my hand, because they don't have to do that. Like, I don't think they'll go out of business if they lose the market of people over 6'5", probably, right? So, yeah, I haven't shot it, but feels pretty good, I have to say. And, yeah, hey, I look like a Smith & Wesson rep today. Well, that just sort of happens. You know how it's just totally random and coincidental. So, I'm going to shoot some.com. So, I got some ballast on them. I don't have any Talon grips on them yet, but, well, for one thing, none of these are mine. So, I tend not to change things on them, okay? So now I don't have just a bunch of boring 9mm out. I don't think they're boring. I do have the Shield 9mm. I'll tell you a little bit about it, why I'm doing that, and as we move along here. But yeah, I'm anxious to shoot that CSX for the first time. I got some ammo for the new 30 Super Carry, okay, from Federal, and so I borrowed a Shield EZ. Borrowed this one from. Oh man, I live in a bad neighborhood. I got some real ne'er-do-wells that live in the neighborhood. That's why we have an alarm system, cameras, good door locks. You know, somebody's always here with a shotgun, you know, because of my neighborhood. Because 22 Plinkster lives in my neighborhood. Yeah, and I borrowed this from him. So yeah. Yeah, it's just a bunch of ne'er-do-wells living around here, and he's the biggest one, right? So anyway, I've taken a few shots, and that was it when I was opening there. Those were the 30 Super Carry shooting. And the reason I have a 9mm in the same gun, the EZ, is I thought, well, we'll do a video on this thing eventually, and well, actually pretty soon, since I don't want to keep it too long. But I thought it'd be cool to compare, because we can't review ammo, right? Federal's a sponsor. I'm not going to do that. I'm not an ammo reviewer. I don't do the ballistic stuff and all that. I can share the ballistics or share my feelings about ammo or loads or something, how they feel and how they shoot in a particular gun or something. That's all I can do. I have no credibility reviewing ammo, right? If I have any reviewing anything else. But I thought one thing I can do is I've shot a few guns in my life, and a few of these types of guns. Look at what I've got in my pocket. It's real shotgun chill. I'm not shooting a shotgun today, but I had this jacket on yesterday. Yeah, that's my life. No wonder why I was kind of tilting to that side. But I thought one thing I can do might be interesting to me, if not you, is I can kind of compare. So what I asked Buds to send was requested a Shield EZ in 9mm and one in 380, a Shield EZ, okay? We've done both of those guns, at least one video on them, but that way I'll have all three. I'll have, and I have them. I didn't bring them all out today, but I have the 380 EZ, I have the 9mm EZ, and I have the 30 Super Carry EZ. Okay, so when we do the video, I'll have them all and shoot them. I'm not going to do a big test today for you. I'm just going to shoot it some and get a better feel for it, give you my initial thoughts on it, that kind of thing. So we'll do that, and load up a couple more of them. It's a smallish bullet. It's 312 in diameter, versus a 9mm is what, 355, maybe some are 356, in diameter. Yeah. That's what a lot of people don't realize, like 9mm and the 38 Special, 357 Magnum, those bullets are actually like really 36 caliber, basically. A 357, a 38 is actually 36, really, the size of the bullet. Just like a 44 is not really a 44, it's a 43 caliber when you actually talk about the exact measurements of it. I mean, given a thousandth or two either way. Let's see what else is crazy like that. Now a 40 and a 10, they are 40 caliber pretty much, but some of the others. So this is, so really this would be what, 31 caliber, right? Yeah, 312. So that's your difference in the size of it. What was I going to do? I'm going to shoot. Well, I'll shoot another mag through it, okay, before we get too far afield here. John's heading out. We're going to do a video or two this afternoon. All right, so this is the 30 Super Carry. Again, watch what ammo you put in which gun, because these guns look alike, right? Need I tell you? I think I might have hit the gun. This bullet moves so fast, it's about 1250 feet per second. And again, well, it's 100 grains. It's not like it's a 22, but I think maybe I was hitting the gong. Let me try the gong. Is that okay? See if you can hear it. Of course, I have to hit it first, right? Yeah, I think I heard it. I heard it ringing. It's a different kind of ring, though. I think it was hitting. This thing shoot. Yeah, it's hitting it. It's a different ring. I think because it gets there so fast. That's the difference. Hit the cowboy. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty fast little bullet. So interesting. And those mags hold 10 rounds. Yeah. Whereas this one, I go to shoot it. This is a 9mm EZ, Shield EZ. I'll trade it to gong with this. See if we can tell the difference in sound. I don't know. I think I'm shooting blanks. I'm not sure I heard any of them hit. Now it's the first time I fired this particular 9mm shield. That, I don't know. I need to shoot it at something else here. Maybe it goes like really low or really high or something. Yeah, here's some more 9. I'll try that again. So, yeah, it's interesting. There's a little bit of difference in the feel, but not much. Not really much. The first time I shot both these, I did that. I shot a mag or 2 out of each one, and it was really cold, but I'm not sure I could tell any difference. For one thing, I'm not crazy about the shield grip at all. It's just too thin. It feels weird to me, as I've complained before. That's why it's not my carry gun, and it's a good gun, great gun, but it's too thin. The grip's way too thin. Let me try something. See where this thing hits here closer. Well, I don't know. That was low. That might hit. Maybe I just got my ears in too tight. I can't hear. So anyway, so that's kind of what I want to be doing, shooting both and seeing how they feel, the difference between them, and all that kind of thing. So that's the cartridge. If you haven't seen one, somebody has said it's really like a 327 mag for auto pistols. You know, the little new revolver cartridge. I guess it is in a way. And so interesting. I don't know. It may have promise. From what I've read so far about it, the 2 extra rounds, I think, probably is going to be quite an attraction to people. Because there doesn't seem to be a lot of difference between like the recoil and impulse or any of that kind of stuff. There's a little bit, but I didn't even detect it. My first test them, it felt the same. I thought I was shooting the same ammo, same gun, because they are the same gun. But I don't know. There's maybe a little bit of difference. It's faster, but the ballistically, it's pretty close to a lightweight 9mm. That's the thing. It's very, very, very close. And muzzle energy and expansion and all that stuff. There's just not much difference. And so I would guess that without getting into all the ballistics and getting too deep into the weeds on it, from my own perspective, put it that way. Even though I like big bore stuff, you know, I carry 9mm a whole lot, and I rely on them. I like the size and the capacity, you know, of the SIG P365 XL in my pocket. I like all that stuff. And if it would hold 2 more rounds and there's no real difference in effectiveness, that's kind of attractive to me. You know, now, I don't know about other people. It might or might not be. I kind of think it will to a lot of people. But most people get caught up in all the ballistics and arguing about that, I'm sure, and who's right and wrong on that. And there's probably a lot of testing that has not been done yet independently. But I don't know, from what federal has done, it looks promising. So we'll see how that goes. But kind of interesting. 2 more rounds. Some people kneel at the altar of capacity. 1 more bullet is a big deal, and that's what calls the micro compacts really to take off. You get a small gun. Oh man, they figured out how to get 10 rounds in a pocket gun. So we'd be a little bit hypocritical for most of us to act like a couple of rounds is not a big deal, I guess, because it's nice. It's kind of a why not. That's what it comes down to. It's like, well, why not? If ballistically you're talking about the same capability, then a couple extra rounds, pretty nice. I wish I could get a couple of extras in my and I have actually thought of that. I think I'll probably talk to y'all about that. My little 642, which I really like, the J-frame revolver, I have thought about, and I just don't look into them. I think there's more of those out there in the 327 Magnum or whatever that hold 6 rounds in the same size gun. It's pretty attractive, but I just haven't gotten into it or pursued it. So anyway, I'm shooting that now. This is the one I'm anxious to try because it feels good. This is Smith & Wesson also, so I should be wearing a Smith & Wesson hat, I know, today. Just kind of worked out. I picked this up today, CSX, and it feels good to me. It feels really good. Has anybody felt it yet? Am I the only one who thinks that, maybe? Okay, let me take a shot. Watch it not shoot. It's a hammer-fired gun. It even has a thumb safety you could use if you want to. It's got a weird little trigger, doesn't it? Let's see if it'll shoot. Yeah. It's all right. That weird little trigger. I think I had another mag for it loaded here somewhere. Well, I know I brought it over here. There it is. Yeah, I loaded it before y'all arrived. It's I don't know if it's supposed to be a 12 rounder. It's a little bit longer. I only could get an 11 in it. So let me try that. Okay. If I didn't let that trigger reset on that one shot there or what, it didn't seem like it was ready to see what the reset seems like. Yeah, maybe I didn't let it out all the way, although it doesn't come far. Kind of a different kind of trigger. I don't know, that little thing feels pretty good. I can see that as a pocket gun. I don't know if that will. I'd need a holster the correct size, but it feels pretty good on my initial shots, put it that way. So, man, experimentation. It is, or I am usually kind of anxious when I get a different firearm, something I think I might like or something unusual. It's fun to get it out and go ahead and take a few shots rather than sit around. Even if the weather's bad, I'll bring one out in the rain or the snow, just shoot a magazine, and walk out to the shooting table just to get an initial feel for it, to see if it shoots as well as it, I don't know, feels like it ought to, or see if there are any surprises, rather than just having this safe for a week, or two, and not even realize this gun is a piece of junk. It's really hard to shoot, or the trigger's horrible. I don't even know it yet. So, or this gun is going to be my favorite carry firearm, and I don't even realize. So I'd like to get an initial impression of them, and yeah, not bad. So, oh, what do you want to know about? I don't know anything. Uh, I know someone was asking about my generator progress. I did get a Generac installed. That's been about a month and a half or 2 months ago. I'm sorry I didn't update you all. I think I told you I would. But so yeah, I got the whole house generator, and it even on New Year's Day, evening, not Eve, but that night of New Year's Day, the power went out for about an hour or a little bit more, and it had only been in a couple of weeks or something, and so that was the first test, and it was really weird. My grandson was here, and he was on a couch with me, and we were playing some goofy game or something, and all of a sudden, boom, pitch dark. I mean, in about 2-3 seconds, the power came back on, and then okay, and his eyes were real big, and then all of a sudden, boom, it went out again, and in about, I don't know, 15 seconds, that generator came on, boom, everything's back to normal. So it was really, really nice. It's not supposed to come on until it's sure, it's programmed so it's sure the power is out. So you know how you get the flickers and you'll go out and come back on, so it doesn't get fooled by that, which would be probably bad, give it whiplash. I don't know, it's got to be off for 15 seconds or something like that, I think. But then it cranked up, and man, it's just like normal. And then when the power came back on, we didn't even know it. Just went back in the back room and listened, and the generator was off. So it was just seamless coming back on. So that was cool. That was really cool. So anyway, that's working. And oh, by the way, it's February now, and if you watch Gutfeld, February the 1st, he's been advertising, talking about it for a month or two. The big scare is over. We're all finished with it, okay? We're not really finished with it, but we're going back up to our lives, and we're going to live with it, like I've done the whole 2 years, and most of you. But I hope everybody's observing that. I know the truckers in Canada are right, trying to. But I mean, at some point, you just can't push people any further. It's you just can't, and sometimes you push too far on things, and the backlash just happens. There's a lot of movies that kind of deal with that. Like The Patriot or Outlaw Juicy Whales, and different things where people just have had enough. The difference is most of us are just observing civil disobedience. Nothing violent, and that's very effective. Ask Henry David Thoreau. So. What else? The video we did, I've been meaning to tell you all. It's really interesting. I learn a lot, of course, from y'all's comments. The videos on the last gun I'd ever sell, whichever it is, we've done 5 or 6 of those. The most recent one was, whatever, Glock, and then shotgun. What did we do most recently? But, yeah, I learned a lot about what people... No, it was the rifle. Yeah, it was the bolt-action rifle. Duh. I learned a lot from those videos, just seeing comments, what are the most popular guns. Even if they're historical guns, what guns people like the most. The Model 70, putting it aside was almost an unforgivable act for a lot of people. But I didn't realize that was so below. I knew it was. I mean, it's a rifleman's rifle. But it was just so popular amongst you all. And, so many people, that rifle, just incredible. And I understand why so many people say, well, I would have chosen a Model 70, etc. But it's mostly people who haven't even shouldered the Bavarian Model 85, Seiko. So, it's understandable. If I had never shouldered that gun, that Bavarian Model 85, I'd have chosen the Model 72. And I might choose the Model 70 if I did that again and had to go through that thinking process, because those were the 2 finalists, of the finals. So anyway, I learned a lot from all that. And another thing regarding that, the Winchester original 1873 we posted recently, I was telling John that, and I asked him if he had seen some of those comments, and things. And I told you, I was really expecting, I almost hated to skim through because I knew I'd see some people saying things like, oh yeah, you got all the guns, this way it goes, you get another free gun, and I can't even buy a high point or something, because there's a certain amount, it's small, but the haters or trolls, the envious trolls or whatever on the internet that just it's all about them, and they're just eating up with envy over anybody that does something they can't do or has something they don't have, whatever it is. And but it's a very, very, very small minority of viewers, and commenters. But I really did expect to see some of that. Give me a hard time taking a free gun. Yeah, you could have given that to somebody else. But there was just a lot of comments from people, really kind words about how they thought that was appropriate and was happy for us to have that firearm and share it and everything, and wish the original owner well and all that kind of thing. It kind of restores your faith in humanity occasionally. There's so much stupid stuff on the internet and so many. I mean, it brought out all the idiots, right? Social media, it gave all the idiots a megaphone. That's it. And it's great that there's no gatekeepers now, really, other than big tech being a gatekeeper and not letting us talk about what they don't want us to talk about, of course. But beyond that, when anybody can jump on and just get attention, insult everybody, whatever they want to do, reveal their own emotional problems, their own mental problems, or whatever, their own lack of self-esteem. I mean, look, I don't have to tell you; it's all over the internet, of course. So it's nice that most people are sensible people, and thinking people, thoughtful people, and everything. And fortunately, we have a lot of you all out there in viewership land that have a brain, anyway, you learn a lot about people. You get a PhD in psychology doing this, don't you? Or hanging out on the internet. So what do you want me to shoot next? Well, let's shoot the super carry again. I load up some bullets. Oh, there's the box right in front of me. So it's a smaller bullet in diameter. If you didn't know, there's all kind of stuff out there already, all the early stuff, but it's about the same length as a 9. I can't really give you a good look there, but it's about the same length. It's just a little thinner, and time will tell. But the EZ comes with a couple of mags, and I don't think it's widely available yet, but it will be. I think there's some of the early guns in this chambering are going to be the EZ. I think the Shield Plus, and I think Nighthawk's got one, Nighthawk Custom, and I would guess I don't see this round being a flop. I don't, and I would guess we'll see the P365 and Hellcats of the world, all those chambered in it. I would imagine. That's my guess. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. It's just always attractive to be able to get a couple more bullets, and not for everybody. I think a lot of people, well, my 9's fine, and I may have the same feeling, but two rounds don't make that big a difference or whatever. But I don't know. I think a lot of people will, and especially people who don't have the guns yet, and they see, and who are not hung up on ballistics as much as all of us, the rest of us can be. And then, okay, so this holds 8 and that one holds 10, and they're the same gun, and what's the difference, And just probably not enough difference to move them to the 9. I don't know. It is a high pressure cartridge, I understand. All right, and that was one of the things I didn't know. I saw or read somewhere, which I like. I guess I wish all companies would do more of that, is that the range ammo, which is what I'm shooting, this is just range, American Eagle, good range ammo, the American Eagle. It's a 100 grain bullet, and it is the same velocity same ballistics as the HST carry ammo. I believe it's 1250 feet per second, so it's the same. So you're getting the same exact feel, recoil impulse, point of impact, and all that you get with your carry ammo. I like that. All right, let's try this thing. Yeah. Get my ears in tight. I don't like these back safeties, these on these things. I don't get them depressed all the time. Yeah, part of it is because that's a thin grip of my big hand. Because I can get to the trigger. I have this trouble with some Colts or 1911s with the grip safety. I can fire it and operate the trigger and have a good grip on the firearm without really getting enough meat on that to depress it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're not familiar with the EZ, it's got that little safety on the back. And you got to make sure you got that pressed. And I have tried to fire this a couple of times without doing that. Like right there. Yeah, that's what that's all about. So if I were going to get a 30 super carry pistol, it would not be the Shield EZ because of my large hand and that issue. But or unless I wrapped a piece of duct tape around there and pinned it down. But the Shield Plus or any of the other guns. This is a nice gun though. It's very helpful to people that have not much strength in their hands. The EZ, it's easy to rack and load and everything about it. So I think they're very, very popular. They sold a lot of these, I think. So I'm a little odd in that sense. But yeah, I would probably never buy one for that reason. Okay, so yeah, it shoots. It's pretty cool. I don't feel a lot of difference. I don't know. I have to shoot it some more. It feels about like the 9. It depends on what 9 you're shooting. If you're comparing apples to apples, I don't know. Like this ammo compared with carry 9mm ammo, then maybe the 9 would kick a little or get a little more recoil impulse. I don't know. But we'll shoot some more and do a video and give you some more thoughts that I've been thinking. Some more thoughts that I've thunk about it. Share some of those. Can I shoot this again? Yeah, this little CSX. I want to decide whether I like this or not. Yeah, I really do. And yeah, there's my handle. There's my loader. Okay. So I hope you all have been having a good week. I won't keep you late this week. I don't have a lot of profound thoughts this week. One thing for young people, I gotta have something for young people, don't I, as I'm loading this mag. You've heard the lines, you see the sign, the billboards, the lawyers post, the ambulance chasing lawyers mainly. You deserve to be paid. I saw one of those again this week. I think it was maybe it was on a bus, on the side of a bus, a billboard or something. And I thought, man, that's I'm afraid that a lot of people are growing up with that impression that they deserve to be paid. Well, yeah, you do. If you work hard, you deserve to be paid. Although you might work hard and not get paid, a lot of things. But that's kind of a scary, I don't know, this speaks to our society. There have always been ambulance chasing lawyers, of course, but we already have an epidemic of people who think they deserve things they don't. That's the thing, and that just feeds into it. So many people, I don't know, think they can just drift through life and not work and deserve everything that the people who work have or whatever. So I always hate to see those billboards and young minds seeing that billboard. Yeah, I do deserve to be paid. Oh, really? Why? I never had those thoughts. I've never thought that way. Okay, unless I did, if, unless I've been working awfully hard, and it was time to get my paycheck, and yeah, I deserve to be paid. Yeah, of course, I deserve to be paid. Everybody deserves to be paid once they've done their week or their month's worth of work, right? All right, let's shoot this thing. CSX. Let's see if it's ambidextrous. We'll shoot with left hand. Ooh, loud. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. I think this might be a success. I don't know. Okay, I did it again. No. Sure what I'm doing. I don't know, trying to shoot it too fast or what? Yeah, I'll have to work with that, make sure. Might be a negative if I don't figure it out. Something about that trigger. All right, you don't want the gun not to go boom when you need it to go boom, right? So anyway, pretty cool little gun if I get that trigger figured out, I think. It feels good, at least. So, oh man, so many guns to shoot, so little time. Better get that one back in my pocket. My carry gun, you never know what's going to happen around here. Like I said, it's a dangerous neighborhood. People like 22 Plinkster live in it. So, gosh, I hope you have a great week. I hope you are staying warm wherever you live. Of course, if you're in Miami, you probably are. Although I saw it got pretty chilly down there in your all's neck of the woods this past week. And get a chance to shoot. I hope you do. You deserve to shoot, right? There you go. I'm going to start putting up billboards. You deserve some ammo. You deserve to shoot. You deserve a new gun. How's that? Yeah, put that on the side of a bus. You deserve a new gun. Yeah, I don't know you, but you deserve a new gun. I guess that's what's so weird about those signs, right? You deserve to be paid. Oh, really? Who are you talking to? I mean, how do you know I deserve to be paid? So, anyway, I'm going to let you go. It is a little chilly out here. I know y'all don't want me to get sick, right? And I'll see you next week. Yeah, maybe, hopefully we'll be lucky again. It'll be a pretty good day of weather. And I guess there's always a day of weather, but maybe it'll be mild. Yeah, can't hope for warm, but we can at least hope for mild, right? And I'll bend your ear about something next week, okay? And maybe I had a couple of guns I was going to bring out, and then something else I was in the mood to shoot. And then when I picked this up and felt it, I said, no, I don't want to shoot that, and then shoot some more with the 30 Super Carry. But so anyway, we appreciate everybody that helps us out. It's great to be able to get some of this ammo from Federal and try it out, and the gun and everything. So we'll do some more shooting with it. We'll do video and let you know what we think. As much as we can, even though we are a little biased because we love Federal Premium. We love the support they give us and everything, and they've been so great to us for years. But I'll, without reviewing the ammo, I will, again, give you hopefully some more insight into how it shoots, how it feels, and that kind of thing. As you're making your decision, maybe be something helpful. A lot of you are new into guns and still new people coming to the firearms world and looking at calibers and pistols and all that sort of thing. So any little bit helps in terms of knowing what's going to kick harder, or how it's going to feel to shoot it, or capacity, all that sort of thing goes into the mix as people make their decisions, right? It does me every time I decide what to carry. It really does. Yeah, getting back to what I said earlier, when I'm trying to decide what to carry, what my favorite gun is, and I really like that one, but this one feels so good. The grip and the feel and how I shoot it, of course, is really important. But really, capacity is always on my mind. Capacity, there's no gun I prefer to carry, like especially pocket carry, than my 642 38 Special 5-shot Smith & Wesson. There's really no gun I prefer to carry. I love that thing. I can produce it quickly, shoot it pretty well, and all that. The capacity preys on my mind a little bit. Yeah, I think it does all of us. We have a lot of rationalization we do to justify, well, if 5 shots ain't enough, you shouldn't be shooting and all that kind of stuff. Well, if you look at real encounters, it's a little bit different from what we say at the bar feeling really macho, But yeah, I mean, we all go through that thinking process and making those decisions. And from my perspective, the more choices, the better. As I always say, I make fun of people who always use that line, so-and-so's late to the game, whatever, with their micro compact or their whatever gun. No, nobody's late to the game. If 10 new pickup trucks are on the market next week, that's fine. Or crossovers or whatever. SUVs. It's no skin off my teeth, and it gives me more choices, right? So the more guns, the merrier. This could turn out to be one I don't like, the CSX, or it could be my new carry gun, pocket gun. Yeah, if I can master that trigger, but I don't know about that. I got to shoot that thing some more and figure that out. And then you don't know. I mean, things have to be on the market a while. It could be there's something a little bit wrong with that trigger, or there's something wrong with me, or I just haven't figured it out yet. Time will tell. Reveals all. Things like that, doesn't it? So anyway, I'm glad you came out and hung out with me a little bit, and I'm going to go hook up with John. We're going to maybe make a video. Life is good.